Hey everybody!
Hello!
Hello everyone! Ciao persone! Welcome to this new episode of Nanowar Reacts! With a very special guest tonight, Dr. Pira!
Dr. Pira!
Dr. Pira!
Dr.
everybody.
Pira!
Hello.
One of us! How
Oh.
are you, Dr. Pira? Nice
Can
to
you
see you
find the
again.
link of the Twitch page that I can find it?
Ah, don't worry. Our Twitch page, you mean? I didn't understand what you say.
Okay, I don't have the link of the Twitch page.
It's Nanowar Vivo.
Okay, perfect.
Nanowar Vevo. So it's just go to twitch.tv and then. So that's very bad news because someone went to the co-op this afternoon, but they couldn't find turbo missiles. What the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, that since we released the video, they're very hard to find, and that's a big problem. But I think they will sort it soon. I hope.
I hope, yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, sold out also in Spain. Laura,
Also
did you
in
try
Spain.
it? Yeah,
Yes,
Laura is from
maybe.
Spain. Did you try Mercadona or did you try Ahorra Más? So it can be one of those.
Do
That's
they have
different.
Mercadona in Spain?
Yes. Mercadona Z. It could be the place of Gabonzo.
GABONZO
So-
React.
Yeah. So, Mr. Dr. Pira, or do you prefer Dr. Mr. Pira?
Actually, since so I chose the name Dr. Pira before becoming a doctor, because then I got a degree, and so now I should be called Dr. Pira.
Oh, wow. So
To be precise, but I
Doctor
don't
squared.
So Dr. Pira, please. I guess that most of our fans here don't know you, at least the ones from abroad, unfortunately.
Yeah. I
So if you
think
want to
because
introduce-
I write comics in Italian, and only a couple of times I translated it for Vice magazine, but it was just two comics of out of I don't know hundreds. That's okay. The
Okay.
volume that I did some years ago, and I think I wrote over 2,000 pages of stuff, but just in Italian. So
How much?
maybe someday I will translate something.
1,000.
Thousands. Wow. It's a lot. It's more than 100, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah, but you know how I draw. So the people they don't know me. They don't know how I draw. So they would think, that's a lot of pages. But if you see how I draw it, then you say, oh, okay, it's okay.
I think they can get an idea from the
From the video.
video, right?
I think so. So you have
So-
many fans abroad.
Sorry? We have some fans abroad, yes. They're not on Twitch.
Okay.
But, sorry, I need to change. So there's something I want to do because I want to show the video that there was a mistake, there was a misunderstanding with Napalm Records today. And they uploaded the version without English subtitles. So I have the version with English subtitles somewhere else. So I think it's interesting for those who don't speak Italian yet, because a real Nanowar fan must be able to speak Italian at some point in his life. At least the important words like Barbagianni and I don't know. Acciaio Inox, there's a specific vocabulary that belongs to the Nanowar of Steel. So I don't know if you want to start with the video or you want to give us some introduction to the video. Like what's the background, or maybe we can talk about this afterwards. Like how how did this all started? How the whole Gabonzo idea started? Oh, by the way,
I can tell you one thing before.
yes,
The
yes.
first comic I made of Gabonzo, it was in 1998, so many years ago. And today I wanted to publish it again on my page, and I found out that the very first episode, I actually have to find it, but on the side of the comics, it's written Manowar with two M's
Great.
in
Yeah,
1998. So
It was just
it's
1990.
like a
yeah,
kind of a
prophecy.
prophecy.
that
Yeah,
was
kind of.
amazing.
So I think I can share that at some point. That image. I need to find out how, but I think it's something that can be done just to show.
I show it on the book, maybe if I find it.
Okay, so if you have the book, it's a nice thing. You can show the original.
Yeah.
So since 1998, exactly 23 years ago, Gabonzo was destined to play with Nanowar of Steel.
That's the thing that I discovered today.
I think if
After
Aristotle, well, no, sorry, if Saint Thomas Aquinas was alive, he would use this, like, would quote this fact as a proof of God existence in his book, if I'm correct.
we could use it as a proof of any existence of anything, since that today also came out the news that NASA will release something about UFOs, so probably the Zampuriani are coming to our planet finally. So that's another prophecy becoming true.
Yes,
I don't
of
know.
course.
I made comics. I don't know this. I just write things. I don't know the meaning of them.
At least Destiny don't play with dice,
Yes.
so everything was written before.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So you could can you find it? Not yet.
Maybe after the video, because it's like.
All right. So we can go with the video and then
Yeah,
afterwards.
I
Oh.
show the proof.
I can't wait.
This is interesting. I don't know because I'm not into comics. I mean, let me tell you something. I don't like comics at all. I don't read anything. The only comics I read and I buy, they are the ones from Dr. Pira, and that's one of the main reasons why Dr. Pira is one of our songs now, because it's the only. Well, I also know something from Poto Woto Minimac.
Yeah,
I know.
it's interesting if they. I wish I could hear something from them about that word in Italy. How it's
Yeah, because that's a nice comment about from Uli. She's
Yeah.
impressed with the vital comic culture in Italy, and in Germany that is it's like no one is into mangas and comics. So,
Okay.
do you agree with this sentence? What do you say about this?
I don't know anything about German comic book market, but it's true in Italy we have indeed a very long and healthy relationship with comics since the first half of the century. We had already comic books, and then we have great traditions. The Bonellian is not even a word, but the Bonellian format, and so on. We have very good comic drawer. Most of them work also in foreign countries for Marvel Comics, DC Comics, Vertigo Comics. We are very good at this,
Cool. So, did you find it?
but
No.
not.
I can show it on
Me.
my phone. Maybe if you can
Uh,
see something.
Wait, let me solo layouts. Maybe this. Yes, it works.
Yes,
Yes.
That's the first
You see,
one.
Manowar? Wow.
And
Wow.
that's
But
how it's
Manowar
drawn.
Manowar has two M's.
Yeah.
That's,
Mm.
you know, it's not
Man,
always
But two M's.
right. But,
two M's make one N, right?
And
yeah,
right.
yeah, that's the rule. In Italy, it's like this. For foreign people, we can explain it this way.
Yes. So, should we find out?
Sure.
Let's find out.
Let's find
go.
out. Let me know if you can hear the audio. Is it fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Ti vogliamo bene, Gabonzo! Sei un eroe in vivo, invincibile. Il destino è reso insormontabile. Ospizi ospedali ed asili incenerirai. Nonostante i malauguri, sempre vincerai.
Wait, so we need to
Yeah.
comment on this. The first comment, this is the first video which has a format which is perfect for Nanowar Reacts. It's like it's almost a square and it fits perfectly the screen when we are on the side, because normally it's like this 16:9, right?
This is
Which is not so-
for 2x3. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is perfect for Nanowar Reacts. It's like the first video that really fits Nanowar Reacts format.
Yes.
And the other thing I wanted to comment on is what's the structure? What's the idea behind this video? So there is it starts.
This is I think that Italians understand without explanation, but for foreign people, they must know that in Italy we grow up, all our generation and other maybe after us, they grown up with these cartoons in TV about robots. So the Japanese robots that maybe, I don't know. I was living in Germany, and there when I say Mazinga, only few people know what Mazinga is, and every Italian knows it. It's we will grow up with as kids watching giant robots destroying stuff around or killing aliens, or very violent stuff that was shown on TV, because the Italian TV was broadcasting it without paying. At the beginning, they didn't pay the
copyright.
the rights for it, so they took it from Japan. They translated as they want, and then we were all watching this on TV. So it's inspired by these cartoons of the 70s and 80s about giant robots from Japan. And
Yeah,
also the
and-
format, it's like this. It randomly fits today, but it's inspired by these cartoons that were in this format, this kind of.
And
You
You mean the fourth?
all the robots were defending the Earth by aliens who want to
Yeah.
invade the Earth.
Normally, but there were also other very strange stories, because all of these cartoons, they were the start was that there was a toy, and people have to write some stories about it.
Yeah,
And they wrote the first like 2-3 episodes and the last ones, and if it was catching, then they make all the episode with a very low budget. So the stories are really weird sometimes. I was watching, rewatching a lot of them for to get inspiration to do this, and I think I was really amazed about the absurdity of the stories of these robots. It's hard to explain for someone who didn't see it, but it's really like a lot of crazy stuff that we were watching as kids, and that's why we grow up this way, I think.
And often the main characters were all orphans. They
Orphans, or I was watching one, Guy King, where the driver of the pilot of the robot was a very famous baseball player for no reason. So he was
yeah,
playing
yes.
baseball, and the aliens come and they broke his arm, so he can't play anymore. And so he said, "Now I have to
To
pilot
pilot
a
a robot.
robot and destroy them like this." It's wonderful.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, so
Well,
is there like the way you design you thought about the video? Are you also taking the structure, like, because there's a robot coming at the beginning, that's flying and is so powerful, and then it's doing stuff. It's like some kind of
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
That's a kind of, it comes from, so the aesthetic comes from this, but it's thrown in my way, and but all the animation technique is straight from the Japanese cartoons, because they have to draw with a very low budget in very short time, and that's the same situation as I watch, and that's perfect. I
but
mean,
there's
I don't complain
also
about it.
I mean, there's a I really enjoyed the choice of the color palette, which is very psychedelic and vintage. It remembers me a lot about
Yes.
old anime with robots and so on. And later there's a scene that you could see almost in every um, opening track or closing track of these cartoons. I mean, the one on the beach side.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
But
that's a
let's talk
classic.
about it
Also because it's really
later.
easy to animate. So
Yes.
the stuff that you see here, a lot of it are standards. I don't know if anyone is interested in the technical stuff, but I teach animation at school, in a design school here, and there's this thing that they have to be very dynamic, these kind of cartoons, but to draw something and to animate something that gives that dynamic feel, you need a lot of drawings, a lot of frames, and so there are tricks to do it, like you do the anticipation of the movement, like I break something onto another robot, you make the
Yes.
Okay.
anticipation, and then you cut and you draw
Yeah.
the
Yes.
consequence
Yes.
of
Yes.
it, and it's very fast and it works well. And if you see 80s cartoons, they are made this way. Also, something that's coming out now. There's a new series about robots that are very dynamic, and they are done with the same technique. And that's the way I was able to do it, because if I had to draw it every movement like in a very classic way, it would have the work would have been very much longer. But
Yeah.
that's the way it's done.
So I think it's time to find out more about
Yeah.
this video. Let's
Let's
find
find
out.
out.
Let's
That's an
find out.
hospital smashing, by the way.
Oh, so I have two questions. First of all, I really like this scene. It's very, I don't know, it reminds me of these colossal movies when you see these huge armies. It's very funny the way it's done. It's very apocalyptic because there's a lot
It's
of
another
contrast.
cut.
I like the contrast as before. There's this robot that is kicking the like some children's butt, and then it sudden grows into the
The bad
apocalypse.
guys. Suddenly the bad guys.
And
Yeah.
just tell me, but the Japanese script,
That's what I wanted to ask.
what does it mean?
Zampuriani. It's the name of the bad guys. Translated
Did you
from Google.
create a Japanese word for Zampuriani? Is in
Yeah, just
katakana.
let's say I asked Google and translating it.
Okay.
It's the transliteration of it.
Yeah.
Zammu Puriani.
Zamu Puriani.
Con la tua arguzia la vittoria te terrai.
There's another thing here that you suddenly changed the coloring and the drawing.
Yeah, that's another classic. So if you don't want to draw too much movement, you draw a very much more detailed image. So when you see it, you say, "Ah, wow, that's so the guy can also draw something." Because if you have to animate it,
Okay.
it would be 12 drawings per second, and here is one drawing for
Cool.
3 seconds.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, Titan Thread is one of the best. I think I really like it.
Did you get inspiration from it?
Yeah. That's also the story of Titan 3 is nice because ins- instead of being the bad guys that are coming to Earth to invade Earth and the main character
Typical.
has to take revenge on them.
Yeah.
The main character of Titan 3, which is Aram Benjo, is a rich guy that has a robot and
Has a robot since he's rich.
is rich. He's rich and
So it has a robot. Okay.
he can afford a robot, and he has a waiter that works for him, and two girls that after a while you understand probably get involved with him every episode is some time, and he hates the aliens because he doesn't like them. He doesn't have to take revenge of them, but he thinks they're stupid because they're robotizing human beings, and he say, "Why do you do this? It's so stupid. Life is beautiful. I like it's the guy who likes pussy and robots.
Yes.
It's very rock and roll, and his power is the sun, so it's like it's not a dark character that has to I have to avenge my species because these evil aliens are coming. He just thinks these people are stupid. These aliens are just stupid.
They deserve to
I
be
want to
punished.
kick them
Yeah.
out because they're stupid, and you always tell, now I will destroy you with the power of the sun because you are like a poor stupid guy and you deserve it. That's it. And then explosion.
All right. So
Okay.
should we find out more?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
go on.
Let's find out.
È successo che sei il vincitore. Trasformati, agganciati. È capitato che hai vinto.
Yeah, you see that all these scenes here. When there is some fight, actually, we have this
Yeah.
change of style. When you see that and it's very quick and it's very nice because if you look into the details, there's the robot is winning at all sports, which is not exactly what would you expect from a robot to defeat them in basketball or.
It's happy that you won.
Oh yeah, this is it's written campione over here. It's a champion.
Champion.
Yeah.
There's lots of nice details. Actually, didn't recognize that this was a wrestling set. Like they were wrestling here on the in this scene. I got it like because it's very quick. All these fight scenes are very very nice.
Yeah, it's like expressionist representation of victory.
Yeah.
So Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Da Mercatone Z sei giunto qui tra noi. Calpesti canili e chiese, ma che combina guai. Questi zappuriani hanno rotto gli zebedei. Ma tu con il tuo maglio li annienterai. Grazie ai miti consigli.
So there's another scene that I told you I really liked. There's a detail here, and you see that the jet that was shot down is written "Pronto Soccorso." So yeah, it's like the
First
ER,
aid.
right?
And another
Yes, first
thing,
aid.
I don't know if you noticed the scene just before when he throws the missile that he just bought at the grocery store.
Yes.
I was thinking, so I could draw the ignition of the missile that's getting thrown there.
Yes.
So he just bought it, and then when he throws it, it doesn't have any flame behind it.
Yeah.
You see here.
It
It
just
just-
closes.
Yeah, I think it's funny because it's like I left it that way intentionally here
Aha.
because it looks like you are in a police movie and someone pulls out a gun and then he throws the gun in the face of the bad guys and he's
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Super Santos who wants to know about Gavinelli. Who is Gavinelli?
We are getting there. Let's just move to the Gavinelli scene, and then it's right after this.
Grazie ai miti consigli del robot amico Gavinelli.
Yeah,
So this is Gavinelli.
That's amazing.
Gavinelli is
That is a perfect screenshot. I mean,
yeah.
Yes.
this is a paint.
It's a secondary character, also in the book that I already wrote that I still have to draw. But I think it's funny to put it like a big character, and the name is quite common surname in Italy. So I think it was a professor I had in the university was called Gavinelli. So I was drawing an episode and I put this one, how is he called? And normally the robots have robot names, and I thought why not like a normal name, like when you call your dog Smith or like I mean person name
Giorgio.
Giorgio.
Giorgio
Gavinelli, like name and surname, and in the story of the book that I will draw next month, it's it's like the character of the regular robot, that he has a team, he has a scientist and a pilot and a little kid that who plays with him, like all the robots in the Japanese original ones. And
So wait. To be an actual robot, you need to have a team behind. It's like when you play for the Formula One, right?
Yeah,
you have the pilot, and then there's
pilot. You have everything, and they build you missiles, and you don't have to buy them at the grocery store. But like Gabonzo, he talks with him, and he discovers that he doesn't have any pilot. So maybe I had one, but I forgot, and that's where the adventure starts.
So because Gabonzo is like an anarchic robot, it's not like not the usual one.
Yeah, it's indestructible, but is like a rogue robot,
I see. Let's find out what happens after Gavinelli.
Yeah.
Troverai un pilota, più schiaffezzacollo diverrai.
So does that mean that the pilot is not able to drive Gabonzo? So Gabonzo is not fit.
The lyrics say you will find a pilot, and that scene of the
Tunnel.
spaceship in the tunnel. Normally, the spaceship comes to the robot and he enters
Plug
the robot
in.
in some way, and they combine themselves into a powerful robot. but it doesn't work with Gabonzo. You know.
Since Gabonzo doesn't like teens,
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Gabonzo Ellefson. Grazie mille dei consigli del tuo amico Carl Logan. All right.
The lyrics are really great.
Do you know that someone will be upset with this scene because there is fire coming out of the rocket, and supposedly you cannot burn anything in space because there's no oxygen, and so
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to comment on this, but
I didn't mean to offend anyone, you know.
yeah.
And also they destroy something like could be Uranus. And,
Oh, this could be but I don't know. The color is different. I don't know if it's because of the light surrounding it. It's not blue enough.
I really didn't think about it. I was just taken by this thing of drawing giant robots destroying stuff, and you know, things like this happen.
So they they convicted. I don't think we convicted. Maybe we convinced Napalm Records. But we just said we are making a video, and they said fine. It's a very complicated process.
That's really great. When I realized it was Napalm Records, it was just like 3 days before publishing it, and I was putting the videos before and after my video, and I was thinking, oh shit, Napalm Records, and then I realized it published stuff like Last Days of Humanity, which is one of my favorite grind bands.
Wow.
I was thinking, I'm on the same label. That's really great.
It is, especially if you like female-fronted robots. That's the next thing. We should make a female-fronted robot.
Yeah, I think it's the right time of it's the right here. Everything. If you put a female, it works better. This last year and this one.
Yeah, they can transform. I mean, robots make transformations, but
fluid robots.
Yes, exactly. So let's move on and let's find out.
Yeah.
Si è verificata la circostanza per cui sono tutti deceduti. Figlio della belva, ingoia questo magno che ti
This is your voice, by the way. This is Dr. Pira.
stirpe sappuriano alla radice. Distruggerò la loro stella, ovunque essa sia.
I really enjoyed this set.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah, the solo is.
Last weekend, so the last rush, I was thinking, God, I have to put everything in it.
Yeah, the solo part is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
colors, the effects, really cool.
Someone found out our secret. Yeah, we made it on purpose. That we put a lot of.
Not the Iron Maiden one.
No, it's the Gamma Ray one.
Yeah, Gamma Ray, right.
Yes. There's some riffs and some melodies that resemble Heaven Can Wait. I'm saying resemble because I cannot say we copied it. Otherwise, Twitch would ban us. We will get a permanent ban if we say that we copied something. No. We are just making some very clever citations. Exactly. We really like that song. So especially Mohammed Abdul is a huge fan of Gamma Ray. So it was fun to put it inside. But yeah, the solo part is. I mean, let's watch it again because I really like it.
Yeah.
Ovunque essa sia.
This is
So
amazing.
just one thing. Why is cop written this way?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone got it so on the internet before. It's a my citation. This one. I don't know
Okay.
if you get it. It's a logo of a band.
I thought it was Doom, like
Yeah,
the
right.
logo of the video game. But there's a A and what is that? An E and
Yeah,
anyway.
that's and then it's the Doom logo. You know
Aha.
the English band. They had Doom. They all were like this way. The D is similar to a C. Obviously, the P and the M couldn't be so similar, but they had the anarchy sign and
Aha.
the ecology sign, I think, on the other side. And they have a patch of this of Doom on my Robocop. I didn't think about it. And but
So
for foreign people, Coop is a chain of grocery stores in Italy. And
exactly. That's
the other night when I was drawing the last parts of the video, I realized that Coop could be written in the same way that Doom has a logo. So and it's a thing I've been listening to Doom for years, and I never thought about it, and that's maybe something that I didn't need to think about it. It's not so important, but I was happy when I came out with this.
nice.
Cool.
Let's find out.
Yeah. This is amazing.
The romantic part.
Yeah. This is the best scene ever. Ever. It's so hilarious. I love it. I love it.
It's nice that everything gets destroyed, the whole planet, but Gabonzo is still there.
Yeah.
So, so it can destroy the entire planet, but of course, because Gabonzo is invincible. So I think that's something we didn't specify. Maybe our fans do not know, and people who are listening to us do not know. But this video was basically submitted to was uploaded this morning, and we really ran short on time. So we had also, like last weekend with Nana, we were shooting another video somewhere else. So we are really busy, and that's basically we've seen the full video for the first time yesterday evening. And then so it's like it's basically new for us. We didn't know much. We didn't know anything about it. Of course, we trusted Dr. Pira because we know how great he is. So we really trusted him and said, okay, just do whatever you want. But we didn't see the video. I mean, that's why we are looking at it. We're basically doing it. It's not a first time reaction, but it's like a second time, third time reaction. So the thing is that that's why we invited him. We wanted to understand more about the video itself because we didn't have time to watch it through, but I think it was interesting because we could comment on so many scenes, on so many details we missed on the at first sight. And there was something I was commenting to Dr. Pira today, is that the more you see the video, I mean, that was my impression for me. Like the first time you see it's nice, but then it grows with time. At least I had this impression because you see all the details and the way the animations are done and the colors, and there's just so many things that at first sight, maybe also because I'm not into this, there are many things that I didn't appreciate, and so you really do appreciate them more with time. So apart from that, yeah, that's an interesting question.
I can tell you, I did the same thing as I did with you. So to say, okay, I animate it and you see it in the end. I did the same thing I, with other two musicians, two bands musicians, and one is Elio Storetese, and the other one is Fedez. But I put more
Okay.
effort in this one, you know,
Wow.
because it's a different thing. It was fun also for the other projects, but
Yeah.
that's it was something different. So the humor is different, and you know, the context is totally different. And I'm more of a fan of this kind of music than the other ones, obviously.
Well, at least Elio, come on. So, by the way, they're
Yeah,
asking.
but it was the late Elio, so it was the last tour. So it was not like the beginning of it. So it was something different. It was fun also, but in this one, really, I don't say it to cheese you, but I really put more effort in this one because it was like
But it
the
was your
first.
subject, right? I mean, Gabonzo is your creation, so.
Also because of this, because it's a collaboration, and it's like okay, uh, you get the meaning, I get the meaning, and that's the way.
Yeah,
That's the best way to do a collaboration. Is to, okay, I trust you. What?
yeah.
And the other thing
It was a
I would like to
marriage.
say is that the music and the video. So it's the first time that I make a music video, and I don't get bored at the music, because normally when you animate, for 20 days, I was listening to the songs like to this song like 50 times a day. So after a while, I can't take it anymore. But didn't happen with this one. And the
Okay.
lyrics, it's also, I think it's important to say the way you wrote the lyric. We were talking on the phone, like, okay, um, you asked me, tell me the story of the book of this character so that we can write the lyric. And I was thinking, let's make it like they used to make it with the Japanese robots. And the technique was that the people who were making the song at the beginning, the Italian version, didn't know almost anything about the cartoon, about the robot. And they just, okay, they have some idea of what could happen, like there's aliens, and the robot is the good one that destroys them, and then the other stuff was totally random. And we did it the same way, and I think it's perfect this way, like to do it
Very
without
generic.
knowing.
There's a very important question though. Was Gabonzo running on Formia's beach?
Um, could be, could be. Maybe it's on the Mar Tirreno for sure.
Because it's there's a sunset,
The
so
sunset and it's flat. Yeah,
it's on the right
but
side of Italy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, the West Coast.
So they're asking if any of the children in the beginning of the song were stomped by Gabonzo. I would say yes, of course.
Probably, yeah, probably. It doesn't make a distinction between, good guys and bad guys. People could think, okay, he's a bad robot. It's not. It doesn't make a difference. It's equal. You can
He's
either
like a
shoot
lion.
them. It's that's
I mean, it's
real
like
equality.
it's like he's like a lion because it's lions are not evil. It's just they need to eat something, and
Yeah,
it's
he's
within their
not.
nature being aggressive, and so
Yeah, it's like if you say a lion
Yeah,
is chaotic neutral. Yeah. If someone says the lion is bad, it's because you don't know the nature of a lion. If you say this robot is bad, you don't understand that he is a robot and is not like humans, and he has different values, and you have to respect it.
yeah, I absolutely agree.
Totally.
So
So why
I think
everyone is
we yeah.
in love with Formia?
Sorry?
Everyone is so in love with Formia because of the party you did last summer.
Because of the song that we wrote about Formia. We
Ah,
had a
that's
song,
okay,
yes.
okay,
We had a song about Formia a few months ago. It was
okay.
our, you know that we used to be a pop band for a long time, for at least 2 months,
2 months.
and then we decided to sell our souls to heavy metal. We sold to the mainstream heavy metal music.
I think
Since
it's the right
Maneskin
one.
won the Eurovision, we
Yeah,
decided to do rock music.
yeah. They're a big inspiration for all of us. I think.
Yeah, also for sniffing cocaine.
Yeah, that's
For
so good.
pretending to be sniffing.
Pretending to sniff cocaine.
I mi dissocio. Who knows?
I
Uh,
don't know anything. I was just drawing robots, and I lost everything, guys. I was like 15 hours, 12 to 15 hours a day in the studio, and there
But
was
this is
people. There was people in my studio said, tell me, why you're working so much? Ah, I'm sorry for you. And I was saying, no, I'm sorry for you because I'm working on giant robots and you're doing some other shitty job. So,
so this guy said that might run into troubles for the line bombarda I bambini e distruggi i più deboli.
Dr. Pira, I
yeah.
have a present for you.
Oh.
I don't know.
Ah, grande.
I'm not good at portraits, but I guess I did GABONZO
It's
in the
perfect.
right way. In the right way.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I think that's we had enough of Gabonzo and the week and hospitals and Formia. But thanks again. Oh, there's one very important thing to say. I don't know if it's already sold out, but Dr. Pira has there's a comic book of Gabonzo coming out in a few months, right in time for our album. So if you like the Gabonzo, well, first of all, if you like Gabonzo, you can check. I think there's some stories of Gabonzo on your website, right? On Fumetti della
There were,
Gleba.
because
There
but
were.
when I renovate the website, I have to put it back again, and I
Okay.
will. I just
Okay,
put
so
one
they're not
story.
online yet.
No, and that's it's still not sold out. The comic book.
Okay.
So
There's
it's
no way to show the
I
website
sold.
right here.
Sorry.
No, it's complicated,
Okay.
but it's in the links. So it's in the we posted it on Facebook, so it's in the links.
Yeah, it will be in Italian, so only for Italian fans, I think. And
Would be nice to
yeah,
have a Gabonzo action figure.
that's a good question. I wanted to make a Dolce Gabonzo from a suggestion I got today, and yeah, the book is actually at this stage of drawing, so
Okay.
and but I decided that I draw it in 1 month, really fast, because that's the way it should be done. And it's a limited edition. It's a kind of experiment, but I think the story is really good, and there's still I sold 150 today, and there's still some there, and yeah.
All right.
I want a Gabonzo plush, like a teddy bear. You know, it would be amazing. A little Gabonzo.
Out of metal or like soft?
No, soft to hug in the night. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we can end it here, and let's thank all of our millions of billions of thousands of 30 fans. that joined us tonight for this streaming.
Don't forget to ring the bell.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, especially on Twitch, because we have a shitty channel on Twitch. The video will be uploaded on YouTube tomorrow, so if you want to watch it again, you will be able to see it there. For everything else, I think that we can meet in the future for the next episode of Nanowar Reacts.